If the USA and UK launch a coordinated missile attack on Russia, destroying all major cities and killing President Putin along with the entire military leadership, Russia has a backup system in place for retaliation, the Dead Hand. This automated system is designed to respond to such a scenario. Sensors across Russia will collect data on radiation, heat, and seismic activity, confirming a nuclear strike. The system will then await instructions from Moscow's command center. If no response is received, Dead Hand will assume the leadership has been wiped out. At that point, the system will autonomously launch approximately 4,000 nuclear missiles at the USA and its NATO ally, triggering global devastation. Destruction will be widespread, ensuring that even in death, Russia retaliates. This kind of automated retaliation system ensures that no matter the outcome, the consequences of such an attack would be catastrophic. In the end, the use of nuclear weapons guarantees mutual destruction, a grim reminder of the fragile balance of power.
Barakati Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Chachadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to your brothers in the highways and byways, doing the works sincerely and faithfully, continually fighting that good fight of faith, Lord willing. We are finding that number to be delivered, and likewise for you sisters who truly trust and believe in the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, may you be found worthy as well. All right. So I'm just going to do a quick hit on this video, and it talks about the Dead Hand, which is a system that's put in place by Russia in the event that Russia and its allies utterly destroy, that America and its allies utterly destroy Russia, and therefore setting in motion the Dead Hand, which is a system that would detect nuclear radiation and launch, missiles back at, United States of America, 4,000 to be precise, according to this Dead Hand thing, right? And it sounds good, and it's good for, PR for Russia to go out there and, put fear on America. But we all know and understand it's not going to happen that way. All right. It's definitely not going to happen that way. So with that, let's go with this one here. Obadiah 1. It says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. All right, because it said in this video that once those missiles are launched, then America and its allies will set forth a full-out assault on Russia. All right. And again, like I said, it sounds good. It sounds good. But these allies that are with America right now, as the scripture says, all the men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. So they're going to turn against America. All right. And they're going to shoot those missiles over here. And there's nothing anybody can do. So much so, it's not just Russia. It's the whole nation, or the whole world, I should say, who has the nuclear capabilities to shoot. All right. Anybody that has nuclear missile or weaponry capabilities is going to be shot, whether it be by sea, whether it be by land, or whether it be by air. It's all going to come down upon Idumea, America, Babylon the Great. This is how this is going to go down. You got these little scenarios that they put forth, to, show, their advancement in technology. And shit, that sounds like a pretty damn good system to have. In the event that, all communication is lost, there's an automated system that goes forward to launch nuclear missiles. That sounds splendid. But all that being said, these nations and everybody else that has nuclear capabilities, they're going to come up against this place. All right. So this is Jeremiah 15:40. I'm gonna start at 14. It says, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow. So anybody that has nuclear missile capabilities, they're going to send those missiles over here. And it says, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she have sinned against the Lord. All right. So anybody that has that nuclear missile, they're going to shoot. So let's jump up to verse 9 and see exactly who it is. Verse 9 says, "For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country." All right? So there's going to be an assembly of nations that are going to come up against America. America is finished no matter how you look at it. No matter how many people believe that their allies are going to rise to the occasion and fight for America. All right? That's not what the Lord's will is. The Lord's will is to destroy this place. And it says, "And they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as the mighty expert man. None shall return in vain." All right? So the story has already been set. The storyline's already been set. Babylon must be destroyed. That's where it's going. That's what it's looking like. Jeremiah 51:7. It says, "Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken, and the nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore the nations are mad." All right? And going back to Obadiah, which is a small book, but it's essential, man. It's key. It says, "All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border." All right, so America really believes that when push comes to shove, that these allies are gonna step up and defend America in its position. But the Lord is gonna put a spirit on the kings of the earth to come up against this nation, man. And this is what you people don't understand. What happens is you take Yahweh Bashem Yahushai out of the equation, and you think that it's just, Putin's a madman. And that's the propaganda of America. America always loves to paint the picture of all these other nations and all these other kings of these nations to be madmen, to be psycho. All right? But in fact, it's America. Look at the madness that's going on here in America. And these other nations, they're looking at America like, damn, you people are out of your damn minds over here. All right? But this is what the Lord has in store, man. This is exactly what the Lord has in store. There's going to be no compromise with these nations. None. This is 2 Ezra 16, and it says, I'll start at 13. It says, "For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth." So therefore, the Lord is going to really set this ball in motion. All right? The Lord is going to set it in motion. And when you go to Ezekiel the 39th chapter, the scriptures tell you that the Lord's going to smite the bow out of their right hand and left hand. Roughly paraphrasing. All right? So again, the scene is already, the stage is already set. They can come with, their little, stories about what each nation has and the ability to do whatever they're going to do. But it's all in the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai how these nations actually come forward.
If
right?
the USA and UK launch a coordinated missile attack on Russia, destroying all...
So the UK and USA launching a coordinated missile attack on Russia, which we know is not going to happen. Okay? But listen up.
Major cities and killing President Putin along with the entire military leadership, Russia has a backup system in place for retaliation, the dead hand. This automated system is designed to respond to such a scenario. Sensors across Russia will collect data on radiation, heat, and seismic activity. Confirm.
Now this is state-of-the-art technology right here. This is state-of-the-art technology. America can't even get its goddamn so-called missile defense system in order. But Russia has a system in place, according to this. Russia has a system in place that if it detects nuclear radiation in so many square miles, it's going to launch an automated system. And that system, as we're reading here, says the dead hand. Russia's doomsday nuclear system that needs no commander. All right? Sort of like an AI system where, it detects this and puts in motion those missiles. All right? So let's listen a little bit more.
Nuclear strike. The system will then await instructions from Moscow's command center. If no response is received, Dead Hand will assume the leadership has been wiped out. At that point, the system will autonomously launch approximately 4,000 nuclear missiles at the U.S.
So it says it'll launch 4,000 missiles. Now, with this scenario that they have, it appears that only Russia is the one that's going to be shooting missiles. All right? This is why you got to filter everything through the scriptures and understand what the scripture have said. As it is written, let the words of Yahweh Shai Shai be true and every man a liar. Because we leave it up to Esau Edom, he'll have this whole thing turned upside down, as he has already done. All right? 200 million missiles are going to hit America. And there's no stopping that. And again, like I said, whether it be by land, whether it be by sea, or whether it be by air, they're going to drop bombs and annihilate this place. Smoke and burning and pitch is what's in store for this place. Let's listen on.
And its NATO ally, triggering global devastation, destruction.
All right? So the NATO allies, which will be those who are back in America, as according to the scriptures, they're going to turn on America. All right? They're going to deceive America. As it is written, they have laid a wound under thee. So no matter how you look at this whole, scenario, at the end of the day, the only nations that's going to be utterly destroyed is Babylon the Great, aka America. All right? Let's finish it out.
Will be widespread, ensuring that even in debt, Russia retaliates. This kind of automated retaliation system ensures that no matter the outcome, the consequences of such an attack would be catastrophic. In the end, the use of nuclear weapons guarantees mutual destruction, a grim reminder of the fragile balance of power.
All right? So it all comes full circle. It all comes full circle. Yahweh Shai Shai is going to make this war happen. And again, we of the hopeful elect, Lord willing, pursuant to Psalms, the 91st chapter, we're going to see the fall of our enemies. All right? And that fall is going to be by way of looking down from the chariot on what we know is to be the lake of fire. Not a stream of fire, not a river of fire, but a lake of fire. All right? So that's it. I just want to do a quick hit on that video. The brother, I'm going to want to put that up in the chat. And Lord willing, I'm going to see y'all in another one. I'm going to say shalom.